Good afternoon. You are tuning into three professional hairstylists, and we're going to be talking about Monat and some common myths and misconceptions and all kinds of fun topics just from a professional hairstylist perspective. There is a lot that we are going to cover pretty quickly, and so bringing on my girlfriends, Melissa and Brittany, who I met through this business. I have been doing it. Yay! There's Melissa. And we got Britt. Yay! Super fun. You guys, I have been a professional hairstylist since I was 18 years old. I went to beauty school in the ROP program of high school. And I have been doing Monat for almost 4 years. I can't even believe it's been that long. But we are waiting for Britt, but I'm going to have Melissa, who has joined us, introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Christina. Thank you for asking me to do this with you. It is an absolute honor. You are the queen. Thank you. Thank you. Just thought I'd pump you up a little bit. There's Britt. Britt, you have to request to join, babe.
It says it's waiting for Britt.
She sent the request. Okay, so while you figure that out, I'll just go. So hello, everyone. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Melissa Verakin. I have been in the beauty industry for 20 years, which sounds so insane to me. I am a blonde specialist, and I did extensions for more than half of my career. I still do hair. I now have a home salon, and I use Monat exclusively on all of my clients. You know, when do you want me to talk about when I first heard of Monat?
Yes, tell everybody.
So the first time I heard about Monat was actually in the salon. And the other stylist, I forgot how it got brought up, but the other stylist started talking about it. And it was like 50-50, like good things and then not so good things. So I really didn't form an opinion right then and there. I was kind of indifferent. I wasn't looking for a new product at the time, because at the time I thought that the product that I was using was the best. So I was just indifferent. I really just didn't care. I was never like a hater. I just didn't care. But then a couple of my clients started using Monat, and they would bring the products to their hair appointments and ask me to use them, which I was like, okay, that's weird, but sure. And over the course of, like, you know, you do your client's hair and you don't see them for 6 weeks. I would do their hair and they would come back in 6 weeks, and I'd be like, are you kidding me? Their hair was so noticeably different. And the problems that I had been doing these women's hair for like 10 years, and I had never seen this level of change in their hair with any other product that I had ever used. And so it definitely got my attention at that point, and I started kind of doing some research and following different accounts. But it wasn't until like 2 years later that I actually just dove in.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta say, when I first heard of Monat, I was like, wait, no, like, no one in wash for you. Like, I heard that stuff makes your hair fall out. I heard that it's gonna ruin your color. I heard like all these things, and so I shut it down. I actually did a public Facebook post, and I said, as a professional product educator, nobody needs to waste their money on this stuff. And honestly, truth be told, I hadn't touched it or, you know, even researched it. I just knew it's a direct sales company. These people are scammers. No. And we have Brittany here who joined us. Oh my gosh, you made it on. Okay, so introduce yourself for those tuning in.
Well, hi guys, my name is Brittany Jones. I am also a hairstylist. I don't know what was happening, so sorry about that. I was having little technical difficulties, and now it won't let me put a filter on. So this is me, guys.
I stole the filter.
Raw.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so I'm a hairstylist. I've been doing hair for a little over 10 years, about 12 years. I worked in Newport Beach, California, at some of the like top end, high end salons in Orange County. And I had been approached about doing Monat multiple times. Like I had this girl like hounding me for about 2 years, like trying to share this opportunity with me. Like God was trying to get it in my life. And I was like, no. I was just like you, Christina, like, I told my clients, do not use this on your hair. This is going to make your hair fall out. I heard it does this, and this. Like I was just like you. And, I'd never tried the products. I'd never tried it, but I thought that I knew better because I was a professional hairstylist and I was working in high-end salons. So I was good with using what I was already using.
Yeah. You know what? I was the same. I was a product educator for many years. And I think the biggest thing that I realized with that line was it wasn't in Cosmoprof and it wasn't in all these major chains. And there was a lot of people, and it was great products, and there was a lot of people just kind of resistant because they weren't familiar with it. And that's what I realized is even just in the product industry alone, a lot of people are not familiar, and that's not something we learn in beauty school, right, girls? We do not learn all about shampoo and all about these other things in beauty school. And so I think that it's one thing to just be very prideful in your industry and not want other people to take over it, but there's another when, I mean, you guys know, every single day, more and more hairstylists are coming on board in droves because they realize, wow, I have these incredible products at my fingertips. And I mean, I've never seen many things. I mean, the results alone from a plant-based product like blow my mind. And I know that's why you guys are where you're at today, is because the proof was in the products. It's not because we sold out or anything else. I think we all came in kicking and screaming and saying, you know what? If this is going to be what is the best for my client's hair result-wise, why am I saying no to this? Like, why am I saying no to this again? And, okay, so let's get into some of the common myths. I'm going to have Melissa start. Yeah, take it away.
I think one of the most popular, reasons why a lot of stylists are hesitant to try the products or to join the business is because they feel like it's not a salon professional product. I hear it all the time. And I had to change. And I too thought that when I had first heard of Monat, and because it's not typically sold in salons, and we cannot as stylists get it at, our places where we get our products and everything. So, and I think it's really ingrained in us all the way back to beauty school. Like, this is where you buy your color and your shampoo, and that's all you buy. And it's like, who is out there deeming products as salon professional? Like, is there a person just saying like, that's professional, that's professional? It really just doesn't make any sense to me, because I had this product that was really helping my clients and that I loved, and people are telling me that I'm not a professional because I like it. Well, it's, I've worked with many, many professional brands over the course of my 20-year career, and a significant number of those salon professional brands can be found at major retailers. So they're not even, a lot of times your clients aren't even buying them from you in the salon. They're buying them at the store, at the grocery store. And the person, the cashier who's selling them these products has no background in the beauty industry. This cashier has no idea how to use these products. And when your clients are buying them, they're not getting any product education, and they're not being told the ingredients. And I think with salon products too, like I said, all the way back into beauty school, we were told, this is how you use the product. This is what the product's supposed to do, for your clients. But there was never a discussion about what's inside the products. And so I never cared. I never thought to question my industry. So the amount of product education that a Monat market partner has when they're on the right team has been more than any product education that I have had in 20 years. 20 years in the industry. And I know more about Monat in a year and a half than I ever knew about what I was selling my clients before. And I feel like this company is so open about what's in our products. We're really transparent. And I don't see that with a lot of other companies. So, you know, like I was saying, who's to deem it salon professional? We are in the service industry. We are here to serve our clients. We are here to solve the hair problems that they are having. And if you find a product that is solving the products that your clients are having and they're happy and it's performing like it says it's supposed to, why can it not be professional?
I want to add to that too. When you're a professional stylist and you want to, let's say, you know, carry money in your salon, the company actually provides MSDS, like basically material and safety data sheets, which makes you OSHA compliant, which is something a professional brand definitely has, and Monat definitely offers that. It's available to any market partner that is a hairstylist, cosmetologist, beautician, barber. And then we also, based on it's called the Euro Monitor, and it's basically what dialogues and catalogs all the sales in the entire beauty industry. Based on sales alone, in 2019, Monat was deemed the #1 premium hair care company in the world. So that's not just something that these cult members of Monat made up. It's an actual thing because we have over 2 million, you know, happy VIP customers that order. They ship out hundreds of thousands of packages monthly. And, you know, we are all driving a company car, not because we're scamming anybody, but because the people are obsessed with the products and they come back and they buy it and they're obsessed and they love it. And so it has nothing to do with, you know, tricking people. You know, that's obviously not what anybody's here for. And I think that's something that as hairstylists that I've heard a lot, maybe you guys have heard this too. People are, oh, you're just selling out. It's like, I've always cared about what's the best for my customers. So why would I stop now? I can help more people than just what's in my chair. And we couldn't stop our clients from using it, right? Okay, so let's take it on to the next topic. I loved all that, Melissa. It was so good. Britt, tell us about, it makes your hair have product buildup on it and, you know, all the other things.
Yes. Okay. Well, Melissa, I loved all of that. That was so, so good. And all of it's so true. So thank you for touching on that. So now I would like to talk a little bit about some things that you might be hearing about Monat causing product buildup. This is actually something that I recently just started hearing. So this is kind of like new for me because I was kind of like, what? Like that hasn't been my experience with it. So you might hear some stylists saying that it coats the hair. And that there's actually nothing in Monat, you guys, that will coat your hair. It is free of harsh chemicals. It's free of silicones. And a lot of our products actually provide a weightless moisture or hydration. So what happens is because of that, it actually doesn't coat the hair. So you might find that your hair lifts a lot easier and processes a lot faster. And just speaking from my own experience, most of my clients still, or not most of them still, some of them still use their own products. Like they get it from Ulta, wherever. A majority of my clients do use Monat. I will just say that the ones that use Monat, I have noticed, and this was before I even heard about this product buildup thing. I started noticing like, oh my gosh, my clients' hair is lifting so much faster, so much easier. I don't have to put heat on their hair anymore. I actually have lowered some of my clients' like developer because their hair just lifts so much faster and it actually makes things so much easier on me. So debunking that myth right there, you guys, because Monat does not cause any product buildup on the hair. In my experience, I found it does the complete opposite.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, my hair was never able to get this blonde before Monat, ever.
I have the same experience behind the chair. Just even with like level 2 or 3 natural hair, allowing it to lift, it's not having to break through product buildup. It's like right on that. It's like it feels like virgin hair, even if it has color on it, and it just makes it so much easier. And I'm a generation of 40 volume highlight, which is like, nobody does those anymore, but I've been doing hair forever. And I never use anything above 20 volume to highlight anymore, even my darkest girls, and they get so blonde.
Yeah. You know, that's it too, is a lot of people, I think what the biggest understanding that people need to take away and stylists in particular, is that you need to treat it like someone's using something from like Trader Joe's. You know, like if someone's using something that has nothing in it that's coating the hair, I am making sure I'm not using as much heat on them. I am making sure I'm lowering my developer. I am making sure I'm checking the toner because their hair is probably going to absorb a lot quicker. There's so many different things that need to come into play. And so I'm not going to say, oh, it's, you know, the product's fault. It's my job to do a very thorough consultation with somebody to make sure I know what they're using. But I think the habit we get in as stylists is just kind of assuming that all shampoos are the same. And I think that was something I felt like, oh, okay, well, I mean, I know what shampoos can do. I used the best of the industry from, you know, 2000 to 2017, what I believed to be the best, you know, what was one of the more popular, more expensive and all that. And I knew what it was capable of. So when you're actually transitioning to these products, you realize, oh, wow, like there's so much more, like science, technology, you guys. I mean, self-driving cars exist now, like shampoos that can do so much exist now. And it's because of the technology that's in Monat. And so I don't know, Britt, you want to go into Scalp Health a little bit? Because obviously that's like the main bread and butter for Monat.
Yes. So that is one thing too. When I was kind of thinking about it earlier, and like, I don't really think that they talked much about Scalp Health when I was in beauty school. Did you guys go over that at all in beauty school?
No, man. All we knew was to learn to wash our hands.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. I literally just learned how to like sanitize enough to get my license, you know?
Yeah.
So I was thinking about that too. And I love how Melissa said earlier how she feels like she's learned more about Monat in the last year and a half than she did in her 20 years with any other products. Yeah. And I totally feel the same because I don't think I ever learned about Scalp Health. It wasn't talked about in any of my product education classes in the salon. And in beauty school, I'm pretty sure they just were like, Scalp Health is important and product buildup can make your hair not grow as fast. And that was it. But they didn't really like go into how can we improve our scalp health? What is causing product buildup? How do we not get product buildup in our follicles to make it so that our hair will grow to its fullest potential? And then now with being involved in Monat and seeing that Monat does not cause product buildup and all the things I was using on my hair and my client's hair it seems kind of counterproductive to be using stuff that causes product buildup when scalp health is so important and you don't want product buildup on your hair because you want your hair to grow. So I don't know if anyone has heard of Rejuvenique oil that's on this live right now, but I could go on and on about Rejuvenique oil for probably a good 40 minutes. So I'm going to spare you guys from that. But basically, Rejuvenique oil is infused in all of our Monat products. The Rejuvenique oil is going to help rejuvenate your hair, rejuvenate your scalp. It provides nourishment, anti-aging benefits. That is infused in all of our products, you guys. So that is going to help your scalp health. And I just want to talk a little bit really quick because I don't want to talk too long about this, but I did do an experiment. It's on my IGTV. I think, Christina, you probably have one too. I think, Melissa, you just did. We all have them. But if you put our Rejuvenique oil on a like burning hot flat iron, it just rolls right off, you guys. It literally rolls off like water. Well, I guess water would kind of sizzle. It just rolls right off. Yeah. I actually used it with some of the other salon professional brands and it turned to plastic. It smoked. It got sticky. It was honestly, it was kind of terrifying, like realizing the stuff that I've been putting on my scalp and like on my body. Because when you put something on your scalp, your body absorbs it. So you're absorbing all those toxins, and Monat's free of all the harsh chemicals and toxins. So just something for you to think about. If you can put some of your oil on a flat iron and it turns into plastic, you might not want to be flat ironing your hair with that. Just saying, guys.
I mean, it's so true. Like, you don't even realize what's in your products. And I honestly never got asked about ingredients except for a few people that had allergies to like common sulfates or things from other lines. Like literally in my 10 years as a professional hairstylist, 15 years as a professional, it was always like, you know, maybe my latex gloves that people would say, oh, do you have vinyl? You know, like something different. But it wasn't until I used Monat and I started promoting it, the people were like, oh, what about this ingredient? What about that ingredient? And so we got really well versed in it. I never heard anybody asking about anything else. And so it actually really helps that we have a product that we can be so proud of to represent, and it checks all the boxes. And I don't know if you guys are familiar, but there's like when I got in, and I'm sure all of us are kind of on the same page with this, we have a scientific advisory board, okay? And you could like literally do all the research in the world, but if you're choosing not to listen to the actual scientific clinical facts that we have, then that's your pride getting in the way. And I mean, we've been there. We've all been there. We really try to resist this. So there's a thing called the World Congress of Hair, and it is where dermatology and the hair world meet, okay? Monat has been there. Monat has been the presentation at the World Congress of Hair, actually at the 11th annual World Congress of Hair in Barcelona. And they were the presentation, and it was very, very, very well received. And it was all about the safety of our products. Okay, so I think it's super funny that, you know, we get these like keyboard warriors that really, truly, a lot of them haven't even actually bought the Monat products from the website. And so, you know, I can't guarantee what, if you know, get Monat on Amazon, or if you get it like from a third party, I can't guarantee what's in that bottle. Okay. I've definitely done my fair share of, let's see what happens if I order on Amazon. Let's see. And it comes with no seal. I can't guarantee that. Our products that come from corporate, straight from the manufacturer to you, that's part of what you're paying for when you get your rep. And it's sealed for your protection. I absolutely love that I can send someone something straight from the manufacturer. So there's that. And then obviously the main topic I think that we all probably get the most is Monat makes your hair fall out. We all hear that all the time. And I just want to say, okay, let's think logically about this. If the National Hair Loss Association backs this product, why would they back it? And not to mention the Cancer Foundation. We had a partnership with them. And why would anybody condone this product? And why would they present us at the World Congress of Hair? That's all. You have to think logically about this. And I will tell you that I have talked to many stylists that have come on board our team, and they all have the same story. I was stuck on the one story I heard, okay? And I know you guys all agree with me here. The one story where it was, oh, you know what, her hair overprocessed, or there was, you know, she was losing her hair in clumps, or, you know, she broke out in a rash and she got blisters on her scalp. Hi, if you have blisters and irritation, redness, itchiness, you're probably allergic. And whenever I had other products, okay, and there was plenty of times I did a color service on somebody and they broke out in a full-blown scalp rash, and I would just rinse it off. You guys, allergies are normal, and actually the closer you get to naturally based, the more allergies you're going to have, because it's not full of chemicals that our bodies adapt to. So that's the number one thing. I don't know if you guys have anything you want to add to that.
You know, I think that's like the number one thing that people use to, I don't know, like to not try the product or to like put the product down. And it's just funny to me because it's like, these are the same people who are buying products from TJ Maxx that you don't even know what it is, essentially, because these products could be expired. They're fake products from other countries that are wrapped with a big you know, like a big, you know, whatever label, like a hair label of some sort. So it's like, you're questioning something that has so much research, and yet you're using something from the Dollar Tree. So there's just no logic there for me.
Well, and not even that extreme. I mean, I get that a lot too. And I think from, you know, hairstylists that work in legit, really nice salons that work with the brand, when you think about what does that brand do for you to compensate you? I was a product educator for years for a brand, and I still love them. I have great relationships with them, but they never offered to pay me a car or take me on trips or and, you know, all they ever really offered me was a discount on their products and the opportunity to you know, basically double the price and make a profit on it. Monat has definitely, I think, given and empowered the hairstylist to not only, you know, give them an artillery of an online store to choose from, and way more of a blessing, because all you got to do is buy one product back, and then you can turn that into so much in commissions. You don't have to order all the time and then, you know, be in charge of your own books and do the $50 markup or the, you know, 50% markup and all that. And so I think that's really cool. I think that's something that's absolutely an oversight when hairstylists are looking at this. But I want to get into the hair shedding just a little bit.
Can I jump into that just really quick before we move on? Because there was no retirement for me, and I sold salon professional products out of every salon I've ever worked in. I never received any sort of compensation for selling products in the salon. So this company has given me an opportunity to make a second income and help my clients. And I was always the hairstylist that was like, I'm going to be 90 years old doing hair. I have no retirement. No, you know, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. And doing this business is giving me the freedom to choose when I can stop my career. And I wouldn't have had that without this. And my clients are the happiest they've ever been. So it's Monat has given us a gift that we just normally don't have in the salon.
I think that's it too, is I have hundreds of amazing stories, and I hear it often from people that are like, you know what, I have one client that had a bad experience, and they're completely ignoring all their clients that use it that are amazing, right? And I think that that's just something that is, it comes from a place of just not understanding. And so I always just beg of stylists to have an open mind. I don't need you to join my team, but I need you to join in the movement, because it's going to be one of the best things you've ever done for yourself and your customers and clients and friends and family. And it's really just amazing. Okay, so the big bread and butter of this, you guys, I know you all want to know, you know, and we have tons of resources actually on this about hair shedding. And our scientific advisory board has done a video. It's really, really well done. And it's called thetruthaboutmonat.com. You can check it out, and you can choose to say that it's bogus. But here's the thing is, it's actually clinically proven. Okay. So here's the thing. They've actually done 3 separate tests. And I don't know if you guys understand how science works, but when you do a clinical trial, you can't fudge that. You can't make that up, okay? And they did 3 separate ones that all concluded that Monat's products were clinically proven to be dermatologically safe, hypoallergenic, and non-irritating, okay? And when we get into actual, like, true hair loss and true shedding, there's 2 different things. Hair loss is completely different than hair shedding. Hair shedding is completely healthy. It's normal. If you go to a doctor, they're going to tell you shedding is healthy. Shedding, like something super healthy bodies do, is shed. And that's how you know you're growing new hair, is because you're losing the old hair. It's like leaves on a tree. Just because a tree loses leaves doesn't mean it's going to stay, you know, it's not dying inside. Okay. So it's a healthy turnover. Then we have acute shedding or loss would be more like in the alopecia, and that's actually where you're losing it from the root. So it's completely different. One is a new hair coming in, and the other is a hair follicle like almost completely dying. And so I don't want those to be confused. So when you say Monat causes hair loss, or someone's claiming that, it's like, well, no, it doesn't. But what it's going to do is make your scalp healthy. And if we assess what a healthy scalp does, is it sheds hair. and because it's promoting new hair to grow. And so that's kind of the difference between the two. And some people, if you're using something like Brittany went into that has a buildup in it, what does a sticky substance do to your scalp? It actually will help anchor a hair that needs to come out in a follicle. So it's like almost like a wax. And now that hair that was going to come out is now basically anchored in with gunk, and that's clogging a pore. So when you use an oil that is, going to help make your scalp healthy, what's it going to do? It's going to help beat out all that gunk. And what are you going to see? Hair that was going to fall out, that was detached anyway, that was lifeless, that was breaking, that was not growing. And I know this because I was in the wedding industry for over 10 years. I've done over 2,000 events in my lifetime. That's a lot of bridesmaids. It's a lot of brides. Everyone premature thinning around their hairline. This was before Monat existed. This was the sodium thioglycolate that they were using from their Target shelf products, right? Or their, Walmart shelf or their drugstore products, whatever you want to say. It was actually the products causing a lot of this. And a lot of them were brands people know, trust, and are obsessed with and spend way too much money on. And I'm not here to bash anybody else, but the thing is, you have to understand that what you're using can be the hindrance in it. And so just merely switching to Monat, I've seen incredible results. And I mean, it's enough to make me jump in with both feet and say, like, I'm going to put my face on this because I believe in it wholeheartedly. And as an advocate and a product educator, what kind of person would I be if I'm sitting on the best product I've ever used and has helped hundreds of thousands of people just in the 3.5, 4 years I've been doing this, if I didn't get on here and say, hey, like, you guys, I know you might be a hater. Maybe that's why you came over here to watch this video, was to hate on it. Trust me, I've been there. But you gotta just try it for yourself, okay? And I personally didn't love the products on myself until my third wash because I actually read the instructions, and there's a total science to it and a total breakdown, and you do have to wash twice. You do have to get the lather. And someone just asked about the oil. Every single hairstylist I've ever met, it's been the oil that's like the biggest obsession. So let's do some closing statements here. Britt, what do you got to say?
Well, my closing statement is, you kind of just said it. Like, part of being a master at your craft, or part of being a professional, is being open-minded to trying new things. And I get it. Like, I was sent samples. I threw them away. I refused to try Monat for about 2 years before I finally just caved and did it. But part of being a professional is being open-minded, being open to trying new things, because you might be pleasantly surprised. And like Christina said, what kind of a stylist are you if you're not trying to find the best of the best products for your clients? I personally love recommending Monat to my clients. My clients that have switched over are so grateful that I partnered with Monat, because they're having their hair is better than ever. So just be open-minded and give it a shot, and you might be pleasantly surprised like us.
Yeah, I think mine's like pretty much across the same lines. I mean, you really can't knock it until you try it. Mm-hmm. How can you ever say anything negative or positive without personal experience? And I was hooked from the first shampoo. That's how different it made my hair feel. And a lot of my clients were hooked the first time I washed their hair. It really just is that different, and it really is that special. And if you think that what you're using is the best thing that you've ever used, you might be pleasantly surprised when you try Monat, because I thought what I was using was the best. I was not open to using anything else until I did. And here I am. And it's been a life-changing experience, not just for myself and my career, but it's been life-changing for my clients, because that's the number one thing. We are in the business of serving our clients, making them feel beautiful, and this product does that. At least for my clientele, they're all obsessed. So
I'm going to tell you guys a quick story. I'm going to leave you guys with this. I had a professional hairstylist recently join my team. She has a huge Instagram following, and she's like, you know what? So many of my clients come in and they use it and their hair's amazing. So I thought, why not? And I'm like, yep, that's the right mentality to have. Like, why not? If you want to be able to offer extra things to your, clients, and people are always investing in different classes and different things so they can up their prices. So you could even do this without upping your prices. You could add oil treatments for scalp health. I mean, you could do I could get into it, but she said that, there was one of her clients who was like, what are you using on your hair? Who was actually a professional hairstylist as well. What are you using on your hair and skin? I have to know. I've never seen it be more amazing. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. And even like days later after she left, was like, remind me what you're using. And she said, oh yeah, no, we never got to talk about it. I'm actually using Monat. And the stylist went, oh, never mind. Just straight up, she saw the results right in front of her eyes. And as soon as she heard it was Monat, she said, nah, never mind. Like that right there should tell you there's something mental that blocks people because you've actually seen it with your own eyes and felt it with your own hands, and it's so deeply ingrained in you that you want to be against it. And I'm telling you, stop resisting that, because on the other side of that is so much amazing things, okay? Like the products are that phenomenal. Like it's just true, okay? So thank you guys. Thank you, Melissa and Brittany, for sharing.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for doing this.
I love this.
That was fun.
I think we should totally do another one where we can talk about what the business has done for us, because obviously we're all obsessed with the products, and that's like what keeps our spirit going, and we're so passionate about it. But I think the business, sharing about that next, would be super special for people to hear, because it's a great opportunity.
It is.
Yes, let's do it. I'm down.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I love you guys. And you guys
Love you guys.
plan this hats.
Oh my God. The comments were so good.
I know. I'm like,
I
we
know.
really didn't plan that.
We did not. People were calling us the big hat gang.
It's
That's
hair
awesome.
wash day. I need to wash
Hair
my
wash day. I have my oil treatment on. I'm cracking up. All right. Love you
man.
guys. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Bye.